Record low interest rates have the Canadian real estate market booming, but first-time homebuyers will soon have a harder time getting into the game. The government recently announced stricter mortgage rules to ensure homebuyers don't default when interest rates rise. Carleton University business professor Ian Lee says the new rules will weed out people who won't be able to maintain their mortgage in the long run.
The effect that has is eliminating some people from the market, from the mortgage market. Who are those people? Those people with the smallest amount of equity or down payment and the smallest or lowest incomes. In other words, overwhelmingly young people.
The new rule requires borrowers to qualify for a 5-year fixed-rate mortgage, regardless of the interest rate and term of their mortgage. Lauren and Tufik Zayun bought their first house in September last year, avoiding these stricter qualifications.
I'd say banks were probably more willing to be flexible back then, and the market was greater back then.
I mean, it was just like right after we fixed our rates, the mortgage rates went up right after that too. Interest rates go up and they're up and down and up and down.
The Department of Finance is also tightening up the qualifications for homeowners refinancing their mortgages and those applying for government-backed mortgage insurance. Ottawa real estate agent Bill Meyer says these rules will help safeguard Canada from a U.S.-style housing market crash.
Well, I think really what the government is looking to do is to really protect the Canadian from themselves. There's a lot more happening in the States that caused the housing bubble than this, but this is certainly one step in avoiding a bubble.
But young people shouldn't be discouraged. Ian Lee says these rules won't pose long-term setbacks.
You know, if it isn't this year that person gets the house because they now don't qualify, well then maybe it'll be next year or the year after.
Despite the stricter qualifications, some young people even think the rules are smart.
I think it's a great idea, especially now with the interest rates being really low. It's forcing people who can't afford to buy houses to really look harder at their finances.
Some homebuyer hopefuls will have to save up a bit longer to qualify under the new rules. Experts predict this will slow the market a bit in the spring as the new mortgage regulations come into effect April 19, 2010. For Capital News Online, I'm Kathleen Johansson.